Blackstone Audio presents Guess Who's Coming to Kill You by Ellery Queen. This book is read by Mark Peckham. Chapter 1. Wilkinson's most valuable asset was that he looked like a tired businessman pushing 50. He was, in fact, tired and pushing 50, but he was not a tired businessman pushing 50. He was a tired spy pushing 50. He had seen it all before, and had been through it all before. That was the trouble, as he was about to find out shortly. There is a deadly hypnosis about repeated experience that lowers the guard, or if the guard up is automatic, like a reflex, the muscle response is not. He was about to find that out shortly, too. Wilkinson leaned against the wall in the alley behind the Golden Obi, watching tradesmen and porters going and coming through the rear door. He was well in the shadows. He was thinking, what am I doing here? That was bad. A bad sign. Holloway would have been distressed if a spider can be credited with emotion. Worse, or perhaps better, he would have seen to it that Wilkinson was cashiered on the spot. But Holloway was in his web in Washington, D.C., an ocean and a continent away, and that was Fred Wilkinson's misfortune. The wail of soul music came from somewhere inside the square building. On the street side, the building was all neon flash. In the alley, it was a dump. Times Square-like nightclubs and soul bands had been enthusiastically ingested by the Japanese, along with other condiments of the American cuisine. It produced in Wilkinson the stomach revolt felt by the fastidious everywhere. That was another of Wilkinson's weaknesses. He was fastidious. Or rather, he had grown fastidious with the multiplication of his assignments. Another bad, very bad sign. The dirt offended him, the flesh offended him, the smells offended him, and it was all very like home, which he sometimes thought offended him more than anywhere. Home to Wilkinson was Washington, and Washington meant the Holloways, and the Holloways meant Face and CIA, which brought Wilkinson full circle. At times, on assignments like these, he had to remind himself that he was in a foreign country. Tokyo was not a letdown. It was not openly dangerous like Saigon, not seething with cockroach spies like Berlin, not a gateway to Mediterranean hocus-pocus like Lisbon, or a boiling pot like Buenos Aires.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?